Gang.
Okay. Whenever you are ready.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, Dan.
Hello, Connor.
Yeah.
We're here today on a wonderful, wonderful day.
We're doing a sober show today, folks, which
I
surprised
know.
even me.
I couldn't believe it myself when I found out.
Well, you actually thought we were.
Well, I thought we were. Yeah, and you know what? Frankly, it's actually probably better that we're not.
Because you're not getting picked up for a while.
Well, no, more. I'll talk about this a little more later. But basically, I have my cousin's 30th this evening.
This coming evening.
Well, it's this evening, but it happens to also be this afternoon. I'm getting picked up in about an hour and a half, and we're gonna go to a park somewhere to like play grass games, you know, like lawn bowls and all that sort of shit.
Yeah, we used to play back in my day. What's it called? Fucking chasey. It.
Yeah, but
Classic
I mean,
games.
it'll be more like
like cricket.
Yeah, that sort of shit. Yeah,
Lawn bowls.
There you go.
Right.
They have this one where you throw a wooden.
Yeah. What's your idea? You'll be too pissed for it.
No, not that. But it's like I feel like drinking is probably going to start fairly early and then go fairly late.
So you don't want to start too early.
Yeah. So I figured if I'm starting at like 1 o'clock, I don't know what I'm going to be like.
Dan's
at
the
1
king
o'clock.
of peaking too early at the moment.
You wanna say that, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Last week at the pub, Dan
fell
asleep at the table.
That is just.
It's true though. That's just nonsense, says Dan. It's true.
I mean, it's not inaccurate. It's a little bit of
so
slander,
funny.
frankly.
So funny. I saw like all the stuff yesterday, and they're like, "Where's Dan?" The little
fuck you. They did not.
No,
they did not.
I just mentioned you know who to her like 1,000 times just to piss her off, and it worked, by the way.
Well, frankly, so we are doing a sober show, and we got some sober thoughts and opinions for you.
I think it's our first one since Aiden.
Jesus.
I mean,
remind me of
but
that.
to be fair though, remember we had that really hungover show, but we had a beer still. This is the first one I think where we're just not going to have a beer.
It's a good point. Who knows, though? We never know.
Yeah.
Maybe cracked at some point. But we have a couple of topics for you today. But what I wanted to start off with, and I wanted to see if you have any thoughts on this, Connor, is there's this story in the news at the moment about South Australia, which basically had a big old drama this week because some guy who was like a hotel quarantine worker got COVID. And then he spread it to a few other people, and they announced a 6-day quarantine. So like real, hefty restrictions.
It's only 6 days.
Yeah, but it was quite
our poor friends in the UK.
No, yes, that's right. But what I mean was like what was going to be the restrictions over those 6 days was quite strict. It was going to be a quite strict
Imagine being
lockdown.
the guy that started all that.
Well, so here's the update to
Dan.
this story. So this is what's come out in the last couple of days. Basically, what happened was, so here you go. South Australia enacted, so I've got this story here for anyone who wants to read along while I tell you about it. South Australia has enacted one of the world's strictest lockdowns after a man said he got infected after buying takeaway pizzas. The state is now rolling back the restrictions after contact tracers found the man misled them. So I don't know if you heard this part of the story, but basically the guy lied to contact tracers. He told them that he went and bought a pizza at some South Australian pizza shop, and turned out he actually worked there. So he wasn't a customer. Right. He worked there. And the reason that's so important was because apparently it was the security guard at the shop who had it. And so the contact tracers thought, well, fuck, if some random customer is getting COVID just by walking in, this particular strain or spread or whatever must be very contagious. But then when they found out the guy actually worked there, they realized, oh, okay, it's not as contagious as we thought. This outbreak is a lot more contained. And there were less people that they needed to worry about. And basically they announced their 6-day quarantine, and they actually ended it 3 days early. I think it ended today which is Saturday when we're filming this. And total and there are all these articles about if that guy had been honest, they wouldn't have even gone into lockdown.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy now. I mean, this is going to start happening more for us because our borders are open. They've been open for a week. And it seems to be going okay so far, but we don't know that.
Well, that was the other part. I remember literally the day that South Australia announced they had community cases, WA was like, no, you're not allowed in, baby.
So we shut them off, but isn't it? It's just them, isn't it? Everyone else can come in.
Well, I'm not sure how much we shut them off. I'm not sure if we fully shut them off or said if you come from South Australia, you have to quarantine, whatever. Yeah. But as far as I understand, New South Wales and Victoria are still under the rule that they can come to WA, but they just have to self-isolate or quarantine for 14 days.
Which we hope people are doing.
Yeah, any of the other places, states and territories, so Northern Territory, Queensland, Tasmania, and I guess Canberra can all still come to WA without having to quarantine. But yeah, it's a pretty...
But to be fair though, we know Callum, our friend, who's a pilot. He had to do 2 weeks quarantine, not in a hotel, but at his house. And he said no one came to see him. No one came to check up on him.
Well, that's... Oh, what? So, you mean government officials?
Yeah, I'm just a bit worried that these people aren't going to be following those rules.
Yeah, it's interesting. And like, how easy is it to break a home isolation?
Well, they say they can track you on your phone. And I do like the fines are insanely hefty if you do get caught.
That's true. It's a big fine.
But I can just see so many people doing this.
You can leave your phone at home, though.
That's the thing as well. Also, though, like, I can just see so many people be like, well, I don't have it. And, like, it'll just be me seeing one person. And then, oh, well, they can come over.
Multiplies. Yeah.
I'm sure if no one else is doing it, everyone's doing it. And
it's like that scene in Pay It Forward, where it's like 3 people and 3 people.
Yeah, exactly. But that's how it happens.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming down and are we going to be...
Well, I worry about it, but I also think that Australia is one of the safest places in the world, and
especially
this whole South Australia thing, like they seem to think they have it under control. They ended their lockdown, so hopefully that means it was just sort of a bit of a false alarm, and it was less of a worry than we were all led to believe at first. But yeah, it'll be very interesting. It'll be very interesting how the Christmas
good to see they're taking it seriously, to be fair.
Well, look, I mean, I know I sometimes harp on about this and I won't go into it too much, but like you can even see here, Donald Trump Jr. tested positive for COVID-19 today. And the situation in America, I mean, it's always important to keep perspective that we are in such a good place relative to a lot of other places on earth, and like England and the UK is probably, they're in a bad spot because of the lockdown, but I would say the fact that they're going into lockdown and paying people to do that is better than the approach that somewhere like America has. America's about to have Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, I believe, is this coming Thursday.
Yeah, it's this week coming up.
And then like a month later, they have Christmas. And how many families are going to break social distancing and, stay-at-home orders and all this to go and see their family for Thanksgiving and Christmas and then just absolutely spread this thing like wild? They had 200,000 cases in a day.
And then New Year's.
And then New Year's Eve. And then New Year's, which is notoriously a massive event globally, but, America, especially in big cities like New York and LA and all this sort of stuff. And look.
It's nearly been a year.
Well, that's the other thing. I want to make it clear. I don't necessarily blame people for wanting to go see their families. I mean, if you've been quarantining, staying at home, locked indoors for like 7 months now, I don't blame you for wanting to say, I just want to see my fucking parents, or I just want to go home and see my family. I understand that. And I think the fact that they have had to be in quarantine for so long is the American government's fault for not picking up the slack. And so I think, unfortunately, it's sort of a problem of their own making. But we're very lucky to be where we are. I wonder what Christmas will be like here. I wonder how much travel there will be. I wonder if, because there is a possibility New South Wales, by the time Christmas rolls around, will have been COVID-free for long enough that WA will open our borders to them to just sort of freely come in and out. And frankly, if they pass that quite strict means test, then I don't think there's a problem with them coming through. But it'll be an interesting couple of weeks. I can tell you that much.
It will be.
There was a story, I'm not sure if you saw this, but Anthony Fauci, who is the American like doctor who's dealing with COVID-19, he just recently said he had this, which was quite funny. Santa Claus is immune to COVID-19, says Dr. Anthony Fauci. So there's good news somewhere on the horizon.
It's like always fucking that thing Mark McGowan did about Santa not having to quarantine.
Yeah, exactly. So I understand they're trying to be all cute for the kids, and you know what? Frankly, I think people need a little bit of lighthearted banter, but it's a lot easier to joke around in a place like WA where we've been, community transmission free since March, and,
that is true. That's insane, to be fair.
It's crazy. I don't know for a fact, but I would wager that that's probably the longest, if not one of the longest places in the entire world to have not had
I'd say so.
Community spread since, I think it was since March or April, maybe April, but it was like for a long time we have not had any community spread, which is insane. Some other countries, like, that's when it was just really kicking off, you know? So it's absolutely wild.
It's only been a year though. That's what trips me out.
Yeah, well, I did see a couple of days ago someone posted an article that it was like a year since the first case was recorded.
Yeah, so it was around this time that I first heard about it, but I didn't think.
I remember first like hearing about it and not taking it seriously, but like remembering the name COVID in like January. That was when I like heard it and I was like, oh, COVID. Oh, okay. Like I knew what it was. And then I didn't take it seriously till like March, it was all, it was in my head. I knew what it was, but no one did. No one knew. No one had any idea that we'd even have to say Santa Claus was freaking immune, Like what a I mean, could you imagine showing this headline to someone in February? They'd be like, what the fuck?
Well, that's still knocking about.
Yeah, exactly. They'd be like, is this a joke? Like, haha, lol. Remember that from February? But no, it's still ravaging a lot of the world. So there's another story that I wanted to get your take on. I'm not sure if you've actually heard about this story, Conor, but this was quite a heavy story, so I don't want to talk about it for too long, but I just wanted to mention it because it's quite newsworthy. But basically there was this report that came out about Australian soldiers in Afghanistan. Did you hear about this?
No.
It was quite a bombshell. Basically, it came out that these Australian soldiers in Afghanistan were committing war crimes. So here's the article. Australia announces new investigative agency to build criminal cases against Australian special forces suspected of committing war crimes in Afghanistan. So basically, what happened was, and I hate to say that it's almost what you'd expect, but it's like these soldiers were in Afghanistan and I guess they got bored or they got like over it and they were killing some civilians. There was one, I don't want to call it a tradition, but one like thing that they would do where they would call it, I think they called it blooding, which was like to be one of the boys, like one of the soldier boys, you had to kill a civilian and then they would cover it up. They would plant evidence and stuff and make it look like a terrorist attack or something.
Right.
And it's quite a bombshell thing. So there's another headline here that gives a little bit more context. Australia's most senior military officials said there is evidence that the nation's military personnel allegedly killed 39 unarmed civilians in Afghanistan and that 19 current and former soldiers will be referred for potential criminal prosecution. So big story there. Obviously, that's quite raw. So if you don't have much thoughts on it, then no pressure to articulate that. But I just wanted to bring that up because I want to say, like, that's crazy. And I also think, why are we even in Afghanistan? Do you know?
Oh, God. It'll be knocking back to, like, 9/11 times and stuff.
But, like, 9/11 didn't happen here. Like,
I know. But because we're aligned with the US so much.
I know. That's what kind of annoys me is that, like, why we got to rim America so hard when it's like, this is the kind of shit that happens when we do this, when we send our troops over there. I think what it is guys just get bored. You're not meant to be away from family in like a foreign country for that long. Especially in the context of like, they're probably worried every day that today's their last day on earth. You're in a hostile or what you're led to believe is a hostile foreign country. It's crazy. I don't have much words to articulate there, but I just wanted to talk about that story because I thought it was pretty shocking.
Yeah. Was fucked.
It is, and I frankly, I don't have much to articulate about it other than to say that I just think we should get out. I don't know why we're even there. Like it's a very strange story to me, very disappointing to hear. But if any updates happen, we'll let you know. But otherwise, bit of an anti-war sentiment going on here. Connor, tell me about your. You've written down here, Connor's a hero. And the reason I placed this after was because I thought, we'll brighten up this soldier story with a nice little hero story.
I am a hero, Dan.
What have you done?
Well, I did something. Well, you kind of already know. I got injured at work this week. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm really tired today.
You menace.
I got injured at work and I'm wearing shorts so I can kind of show you my bruise. But, basically at work, all these plasterboards fell. They were resting against
I've seen
metal
remnants
wall.
of this.
Yeah, they were resting against a metal wall. And because it was like such weight, it was pushing against the wall and pushing it down. So I am this guy who's like not even a first year yet. He's not even like a first year apprentice. He's like 19 years old. We had to counterweight all the sheets while someone screwed in the wall to stop it from falling. Now, all the sheets started to collapse in on us, and it was like so heavy, like the sheer weight. Like there's nothing we could have done to save ourselves, pretty much, because couldn't counterweight again. And if we pushed the weight all the way back up, it would have fallen against the wall and taken the whole thing out. So there's only one way it was coming down, and that was our way.
Oh, jeez, on you.
But it was like, we're probably going to get really hurt. So we got told that we would do 1, 2, 3 and then drop it and then jump out of the way. But there was a lot of stuff behind me, so I knew that I wouldn't get out of the way.
Oh, no.
But it was like, if I drop it at the same time as this other guy, we're both going to get hurt. So I, as hero Conor, decided, and I didn't tell anyone this, I decided that when they said let go, I wouldn't, and he would. So he hopped out of the way.
So noble of you.
And then I took the sheer weight, and it came crashing down on me. I got the bruise here. It's in my new video as well. You see that?
Oof, Jesus.
Right down there.
Yeah, I see that sexy tan line.
Thanks.
Jeez, that's tough.
And so I chat about it a bit more on my video, which is dropping today at 3 o'clock. So in like an hour and 15. So it'll be out by the time this is out. But and then I went to my car for a while, and then I left my car on, let my lights on and stuff, and it lost its battery, and I had to jump start my car as well.
Oh, really? So you had
it was. This week's been so draining. It's probably why I'm so tired now. Like
Do you keep jumping leads in your car?
No, luckily the house we were working on, I went in and I was like, do you have any jumper cables? My car won't start.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, I do.
By chance, I do, good sir.
Well, I do, but it's so weird. In my car, whenever it runs, I don't know, I've had issues with my dashboard for ages, which is really annoying because my car isn't cheap, and it's like, can you at least get something right? You pay all this money for it and it barely fucking works. It's like a great car, but all like the dashboards never work. Like I can't see, my radio screen has never worked, so I can't see anything on there.
Yeah. And
like I can't see the time on my car, what degrees it is outside, how much I've traveled. So whenever like my battery dies, it all restarts again and everything goes back to 0, which by the way is illegal. It's illegal because like, you know how you have to show how much mileage your car's done. Mine just restarts every time my battery dies.
Wait, your odometer restarts?
Yeah, like the numbers just restart.
Really? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding. No,
that is illegal.
It restarts. I don't know if there's a way to show it, but
That's
I was
crazy.
I was like pressing it, trying it, but it was just saying 0.
Although maybe it might not be the odometer. Sometimes you have odometer and then you have like trip. You can start like a trip.
That's the thing. Normally
it might be that.
But I've been like going through all the different numbers coming up, and I couldn't see what it was showing before.
Sheesh. Like
everything restarts. Like my radio restarted, and like I said, I can't see my screen. I can only see it at night when it's like a bit cooler, and my car's cooled down. I can go into my car, and then the screen comes up like really faintly.
Oh, so it's like overheated. That's why it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right.
And I have to put in a like a PIN code, which is in my little logbook.
Man.
to get my radio to work. So I had to go all the way home with no music. Well, I play it from my phone. Actually, no, I did it. I put my AirPods in.
Oh, I see.
I was like, this blows. I miss playing music from my car. It was such a fucking busy week. I finished like 5 o'clock every day. It's been so intense, and I sat on this video. I had it pretty much done, and it was supposed to come out on Wednesday. And it's coming out today. And I'm just so tired and drained. And then
over it.
Dylan messaged me yesterday. He's like, "Where's this video?" And I sent that SpongeBob meme, the tomorrow for sure. And I did do it though, because it's coming out. It is literally coming out in an hour and 15 minutes. So
well, that's fantastic. I love to hear it.
Yeah, but like you, I'm going out tonight. So after this, I might just go home and sleep for a bit.
Yeah, not a bad idea, honestly.
I didn't get much sleep last night.
Well, that sounds good to me.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to sort of give some shout outs now. So obviously you have your video coming out.
Yes.
Well, your video will be out.
Yes.
By the time this posts. What's it called?
She doesn't want to become a YouTuber.
Because Megan makes it, or Megan makes an appearance.
Yes, good old Megan makes an appearance.
I always wonder. So wait, she's Megan, and the other Megan that we know that is Megan.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That name is confusing to me.
Yeah, I think it's an Australian thing.
So we did a podcast as well on your show, on your Doctor Who show.
Yes, I briefly mentioned that in the video.
Yeah, so that's, I don't know when that's going to come out.
That'll be out on Monday.
Okay, cool. So that'll be us.
It'll be the 23rd. No, yes.
So I know we talk about Doctor Who.
It'll come out on actual Doctor Who Day.
Oh, the 23rd of November. Very, very interesting.
I reckon I'll get the trailer on Monday as well.
Oh, fantastic.
The new Shite special.
But yeah, so you've got me and Conor and Aiden on their show reviewing, what episode was it?
Gridlock.
Yeah, but what's the season 3 episode?
Season 3, episode 3.
3 or 4, or however they label it.
3. We put the Christmas special as episode 0. We put 3.0.
Yeah, as you should, frankly.
Yeah, I know.
Technically,
do you know on Stan they put it'll be 4.
Yeah.
So it was episode 4. Like back in my day, it was episode 3.
They should just find. I know not every show does it, but they should just find a way to have it as its own little.
Well, especially season 4 is fucked because season 4 on Stan
has all the specials.
Yeah,
it's everything.
So it's like
it has 18 or 19.
Yeah, 19 episode season.
It's insane.
And for the average viewer, they're like, "Why is season 4 so big?" And you're like,
why did they do such a long series?
Technically, it's fucking not. It's the specials, which again, I still reckon they should just call these new episodes they're shooting for Jodie's 3rd season. I reckon they should just call it the specials and do a season 13
8's
later
a bit
on.
too many. The specials, I think.
Well, no, because 1 will be a special.
Oh yeah, so 7's. I suppose 7's not that much, but I feel like the specials have to be special. You can't just have regular companions. You know what I mean? You have to. I'm sorry.
Why? You say you don't like the latest companions?
I'm just saying if you want it to be special,
I
then
think
I'm
they're
sorry,
great.
Graham or Ryan and or Yaz, but one of you gotta go.
No, it's highly rumored that it will just be Yaz next season. Which, by the way,
no Doctor.
To be fair, would it make a difference?
Yaz
they're all a bit of paper,
Yeah, they're not great characters, unfortunately. Speaking of fantastic characters, I want to tell you about this thing, and I don't think you know about it. I only found about this yesterday. This is crazy. You're familiar with the television show Drake and Josh?
Yes, he changed his last name.
Very iconic. So you do know about this?
Yeah, I read it out just in the car then.
I only saw this today. Yesterday. Basically, Drake and Josh, famous, Nickelodeon show,
Drake Bell.
Fantastic, hilarious, starring Drake Bell and Josh Peck. Now, Josh Peck has since gone on, I would say, probably to be more successful. I don't think either of them did that much straight out of Drake and Josh. Drake Bell went on to do some singing and
he became a musician.
Albums. I mean,
he was a musician.
Yeah, he was a musician when Drake and Josh came out. And you know what? Is ironic because I feel like during Drake and Josh when it was airing, Drake had the best deal ever. He was like a singer, he was a pop star, he was performing, and he was starring on a TV show. And Josh was just Josh. And then after Drake and Josh, I think, went on to do a couple of movies. He was in that Red Dawn movie. He did I think he did some others, not many. But then he started, I don't know if he started making videos himself, or I think he started appearing in David Dobrik's YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And then he started making his own videos. So now Josh Peck is I I think it was also like a Viner as well for a little bit.
Do you remember when Josh got married and didn't invite Drake?
So then exactly. So I think what's happened is Josh has gotten a little bit bigger than Drake because Josh got married and Drake wasn't invited, and then Drake got very pissed off.
Yeah, you tweeted on
Twitter.
Like, message received.
Yeah, he was quite public about his annoyance.
Yeah, well, I'd be pissed off too.
Yeah, I mean, I would be, but at the same time, it doesn't seem like they were that close. And like, it's hard when, and look, I'm not saying Josh is in the right here, but it is hard when you start with someone on a show and like you're getting success at a different rate that they are. You know, Josh is probably killing it with like money and views and popularity. And, you know, I like Drake, but it doesn't seem like he's doing that much by way of like famousness. You know, he's not that big of a celebrity, nowhere near as big as Josh is currently. And I know the YouTube world and traditional celebrity world gets a bit confusing. But
I love how they use their like actual names in the TV show.
Yeah, no, literally Drake.
They do
Josh.
that.
It's hilarious.
The US office does that a lot as well.
It's like
not their last names, but their first names. It's really weird.
It's like in Curb Your Enthusiasm, they do that.
Yeah, yeah. It's like Jeff Green.
Yeah, but Jeff Garland in real life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's the same like just a little bit.
Well, it's like
different.
Will Smith in Fresh Prince as well.
Yeah, Will.
His name in Fresh Prince is Will Smith.
Yeah, that's what and he just kept it. It's weird.
Well, apparently that was someone was mentoring Will before they started, and
Uncle Phil.
Yeah, and he said to him, he was like, "Look, this show is going to be a hit. So whatever your character, he was like, whatever your character's called, people are going to be shouting that at you for years. So just call your character Will Smith, because then they'll always know you as Will Smith. Like, you don't want to be known as
Will
like
Smith's
Carlton. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's such a easy, cool name. It's like it's like memorable, sounds cool.
Literally, I mean, that's my
dishwasher.
Yeah, okay. I think it finished.
I'd never heard it go off before.
But yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of like Ted Danson probably gets called Cheers all the time. I don't know what his Cheers character name is.
Oh, Cheers.
Oh, Mr. Cheers.
Oh, give us a beer.
But like I'm sure Zach Braff gets like, hey, JD, and like all this sort of stuff. Anyway, so regardless of all this, Drake, from Drake and Josh, the reason I brought this up is because Drake has gone down an interesting career path that I had no idea he had done. But apparently Drake Bell is what his actual name is, has rebranded his entire like brand, I guess. And he's now just a full-on Spanish pop star. So on Twitter, his @ is still @Drake Bell, but his name is Drake Campana. And I believe that's the Mexican flag or the Spanish flag. Diosa, I assume, is some sort of Mexican word. And so then he even tweets in Mexican. He's like a proper he's doing Mexican interviews with Esquire Mexico. I don't know what this is. I suppose like some of it is English, but a lot of it Fuego. I mean, Fuego Lento, that's such a Spanish thing. And I saw he did... He has this photo here of him with a freaking sombrero. I saw he did a video recently. I'll see if I can find it, of him and, weirdly enough, him and the dad from Drake and Josh did a video together.
What the fuck?
In Spanish?
No.
Fully? I couldn't tell you.
Miren a quién tengo conmigo, el primer invitado de mi show este 15 de agosto. Jonathan Goldstein, Walter. Descubre lo que
So he played the
haremos
dad in
juntos.
Drake.
Yeah,
Compra tus boletos en Boletía ahora.
Touche. So I guess he can't speak Spanish, so he's like, I'll say one word.
Well, that I believe.
Whoa.
That was weird.
Whoa, we're at
The hell happened there? Whoa. I don't even know how I did that. What the hell? That's crazy.
What the fuck?
I don't know why this is the effect now. Did I change what the effect it is? That's crazy.
Hey.
Anyway, yeah, so I guess his dad doesn't know Spanish, so that's why it's... But I remember Touche was like a... Well, I don't know, maybe. Touche was like a phrase on the show. He would be like, instead of touche, he'd be like touche. So was like a joke. But I think Josh was the one who said Touche. So I don't even know.
Wasn't it in season 3 when Josh just lost all the weight?
I think so. Yeah, I think
he
it was in like
so
the last
fucking
season.
fat,
He got really skinny, and then they did a movie, and same thing. He was super skinny in the movie. Very, very interesting. And you know what's really interesting is that
didn't they do a whole movie about a fucking shrimp?
Yeah, the really big shrimp. Yeah.
What the fuck
that
was
that? Iconic, bro.
What was that about?
You know, that was the finale, technically.
No.
I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think it was.
Didn't they do a Christmas
It was really
one?
weird. No, that's what I'm saying. They did a Christmas movie a couple years later, but the finale, it like aired out of order. But Really Big Shrimp, I think, was like written and produced as the last episode of the show, if that makes sense.
And they did the Christmas one.
It aired out of order, so I don't know why. But the strange thing about Drake as a character is like, obviously now he's lent into this whole Spanish pop star thing. But I remember even for years, and I guess even now, he really milks the whole Drake and Josh fandom and like fans. But you can tell that Josh kind of wants to step away from that. You know, like Josh wants to be the YouTuber Josh Peck. Like he wants to move on. Whereas Drake, I think very much like if there's ever talks about a reunion, Drake's always the one who's like, yeah, I would love to do a reunion. And Josh is kind of like, well, I mean, all right. You know, like it's just, I feel like sometimes you can tell that.
More like Drake sell out.
Whoa, shit. Adios míos.
Well, to be fair, he's not Drake Bell anymore, so.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's Drake Campana.
What the fuck? This is so weird.
This is the strangest thing ever. I think well, look, again, I get the vibe that that Drake never really was able to get what do you call it? Popularity after Drake and Josh. And I get the vibe that he's just riding that, whereas Josh actually was. So Josh could move on and do like whatever he wants now. And to be honest, dude, I get it. Josh was like fat for most of Drake and Josh. He probably doesn't want to look back on that. He probably cringes every time he sees clips from it. Whereas Drake, that was probably like the coolest he's ever felt. Like, you know.
Remember Drake was like, when I was younger, was like such a fucking like icon to me.
Oh, bro.
Because he would like always get all the women and he played guitar and I was like, whoa, maybe one day I'll be like that.
Yeah, he was so, and he had a band, everything. It was
to be fair, is Drake, that wouldn't happen in real life. Drake was not that good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you got. Like, I remember one episode, like he like got a number out and put it on the table, and Josh was like, "Oh, a number," and he was like, "Actually," and he got his whole fucking pocket and he slammed. There was like fucking like 20 of them. I'm like, that doesn't happen. Girls never give you their number. Very rarely, girls.
That
would
was
be like,
2006.
I'll give you my number.
You never know.
You know, I think it's always the guys who.
But remember 2005, 2006. That was sort of in the early stages of cell phones even being a thing.
Yeah, so there was no like fucking MySpace.
And there was no Facebook or anything. So
a number would be.
If you think about nowadays, you could probably go to a thing and add five different girls. Or
I personally still ask the girls' numbers because I think it's more personal. I think I get their Facebook, but I ask for their number as well. And then I always call it to make sure.
But
it's
I guess
them.
I mean, think about how many
So
girls
when they're standing in front of me,
it
it will like ring. If it is them, I'm like, okay, it's you, cool.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many girls come up on your Tinder, for example. Like that's kind of the equivalent of what that was back in the day. But
how many likes you got today?
Yeah, how many numbers did you get? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's all
not as much as you, Drake.
That show was surreal, man. I very much enjoyed that show. But yeah, so
Campana means bell in Spanish.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Maybe he still is Drake Bell. It is.
Ah, look at you.
It is. I told you.
You speak Spanish, my man.
Yes.
You're an absolute
I knew it.
Spanish fucking speaker. I love it. No, well, that's it's a very interesting story to me. And again, I like Drake.
How do you spell sell out in Spanish? Oh. It finally fell off then after all these years.
I know it would.
You don't get to see this, folks, but every fucking episode, Dan hits it with his leg and it was like about to fall off. You can clip back on.
Vendido. It should be called Drake Vendido.
What? Vin Diesel?
Drake. Why is that broken? I don't know what I did.
God, I love her.
Drake Vendido.
Talk to me, baby.
means he's a sellout. But no,
Talk to me, baby.
I don't think he's a sellout. Look, I don't blame people for going where the money is. I understand.
I'm
that.
joking, Dan.
But yeah, it's just I feel like it's a shame. It would be nice to see him do what he wants to do rather than what he feels like he has to do for money. But
Hang on, Dan, 2 secs.
What are you doing? Oh, I see.
All right, ready? Talk to me, baby. Yeah.
You are just a menace.
Talk to me, baby. God, I love her. All right, cool.
I should have never shown Conor this feature of the show.
Talk to me, baby.
Oh God.
God, I love her. When did this turn into a beautiful world?
Tell us about your iPhone 12 Pro, you rich boy.
So mine didn't arrive.
Oh.
Mine hasn't arrived.
Daddy, I want it now.
I'm paying for it.
Well, no, I was doing the...
I know what you're doing. Talk to me, baby. But, yeah. My dad's arrived, though. Well, he's got a different color to me. He got like the standard color. Yeah. So yeah. So we got the same phone, but just in different colors. Obviously, I got the gold one. So when I ordered it, they said that it would take longer because of the color. It's quite popular. But they said to me it would arrive from the, 10th to 13th of November. It's currently the 21st and nothing. And so my dad got a text a couple of days before it arrived. So I haven't even gotten that. So it's not even like there's a possibility it could arrive on Monday. I will get a text a couple of days before it comes. And I still haven't even gotten that yet. Daniel, stop. What the fucking hell? Jesus. Talk to me, baby. Did you have to do that? Did you have to do that? Fucking hell. Last time it was awful. Nah, it looks really nice. It's the first time I've actually seen one in person.
So you've played around with his one?
Nah, he hasn't even set it up
So
yet.
you've played around with your dad's, you know what?
You're hilarious, Dan. Yeah. No, he hasn't even set it up yet. He doesn't know how to. I don't know why he even bothers upgrading his phone. He doesn't know how to use it.
Oh, that's the same with my mum. Hey, she literally... My
Talk
dad's
to me,
not that
baby.
bad, but my mum is just so clueless.
How do you set it up? Well, I'm like, oh, God, here we go. But, nah, it looks really nice.
What do you think? What do you think of the feel of it? Because I held... Because my mum got the 12 regular, so without the 3 cameras. But it's the same size as the 12 Pro.
Well,
you gonna call her a simp or something?
No, I thought she could use 3 cameras.
I think so too.
What's her review on it so far?
My mum doesn't really
What's her review? Talk to me, baby.
My mum takes photos, but she's not taking fancy ass photos. You know what I mean? Your dad went to photography school, so he's gonna
talk
take
to me,
some
baby.
Nice photos. No, my mum doesn't really take like. She takes a lot of photos again, but not serious photos. She takes mum photos. You know what I mean? Like anyone who has a mum knows what I'm talking about. And so she didn't really need like anything too fancy, but she got the 12. I thought it was quite interesting. I thought the way it feels in the hand is definitely different. And you know what's funny is it feels bigger. And I wonder if it is bigger because
talk to me, baby.
It's not like physically bigger, but if you look at this phone,
it's thicker.
Because how it, no, I think it's actually,
Surely
in terms of, it's actually thinner in terms of the width or whatever. But
talk to me, baby.
If you think about it, this phone is curved, so you don't necessarily feel it like it's a square, whereas the new one is square. So I don't know. For me, when I felt it, it just felt like it was thicker almost. But I got to say, it feels pretty nice. And I think with a case, it would feel a bit different. My mum's going to get a case for it. I wouldn't. If I had it, I would probably rock it naked. But I think it feels pretty good.
Naked, hey. Talk to me, baby. Jodie Whittaker.
Oh, yeah.
Whittaker.
But yeah, I think it's quite a interesting design. I think it's pretty cool. I would get one, but again, I don't need one.
You know that... Sorry. You know that that person I'm talking to, kind of... He works at the phone shop. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, who's like, she like texts me a few times a week saying, did it arrive?
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm like, no, it hasn't, but my dad's did. She was down the pub last night. It was, that was embarrassing because I was with someone else. And she was like, oh, I just saw you.
You were like...
And I'm like, look, no, but to be fair though, like...
She knows what the
Yeah.
deal is. Yeah, there's no
But
there's no illusions going on.
I knew this was going to happen. It can't go to local without seeing someone.
All your different women finding out about each other.
Well, they better get in quick. Talk to me, baby.
be
Either
quick.
way,
You gotta be
she
quick.
keeps asking me. She's like, "Well, a lot of hours are shipping out, but she doesn't work at my phone. She works at Telstra." So
Right.
anyway, she was telling me that they're being shipped out. I haven't heard anything about
Yeah.
my one.
Oof.
So I've gotten my my bill for this month is due on the 1st of December. So what I'm confused about is if it arrives in December and it's like halfway through December, I've still got to pay the full plan. It's like $90. When actually I've only had it for oh really?
I'm pretty sure you don't start paying until you not even until it arrives. I think it's until you activate it.
I see.
I could be wrong, but I'm
Talk to
pretty
me,
sure
Danny.
that's when you start paying is from when you
Talk to me, baby.
basically.
Okay.
Because like it'll be using it. So until like the first bit of 4G gets used on the, or do you know what I mean? Or like the first you make a phone call, that's when it activates. Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to call you up first and say, Dan, activating my phone.
Yes, and I'll say yes.
Yes, and I'll say yes.
No, I think that'll be fun. I think the gold color does look pretty slick. I got to admit. I'm not going to get one just for the sake of I don't need one. But if I was going to get one, I'd hit up that gold, baby. Oh, I did find out, by the way. I meant to tell you. I phoned the Apple people, and apparently I can get a new replacement for free. So who knew? So if you do get that Apple Care,
Yeah.
it's a pretty good deal if you ask me.
New
But
AirPods.
here's my problem.
Apple
Here's my problem.
Care. AirPods. Apple Care.
AirPods Pro.
Nah, I wouldn't. I don't like them. The design annoys me. The squidgy things, and they're like squidgy things.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care about. I don't want to feel like I'm on a plane when I'm listening to music. When your ears.
I get that. I get it.
Does that not make you feel ill when it goes?
I like it. I'm used to it. But I honestly think people just like what they're used to. I think if I had bought the AirPods not Pro, I probably would prefer them. Because remember, I didn't have AirPods when I...
Not Pro. Excuse me.
The AirPods basic ass bitch.
By the way, you're
version.
right, by the way, because I saw the packaging for the 12 Pro and it doesn't have like the little plug-in thing.
Charger? Yeah, no charger.
They're fucking
Crazy.
bastards.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's like a $2,000 phone.
My mom asked me that. She was like, how am I supposed to charge it? And I was
It
like...
didn't come with, Dan, there's been a mistake. They didn't
Well,
come with
I
a
said,
plug.
I was like, well, mum, you guys have like 6 different iPhone chargers around the house. And she was like, oh, yeah.
Dude, my dad's so fucking reckless. He bought it to work yesterday. It arrived on Thursday, I think. He took it to work on Wednesday because the guy working with was like,
He was
oh,
like,
I
I
can
don't
set
have
it
a
up for
hammer.
you.
Don't worry. They say this is pretty durable.
No, the guy we were working with said they can set up the iCloud for him. Because
Okay.
I was like, oh, if someone else can do it, fuck it. I don't want to do it. So, but I saw my life. He just left it in the car all day in its box. And I went to the car to grab something. I'm like, why is this here? And he's like, oh, I was getting so-and-so to fix, like, get the iCloud set up. I'm like, you just left it in the car? He's like, yeah, no one's going to take it.
God,
The man's reckless, hey?
that is reckless.
I'm like, it's a $2,000 phone. And it's completely new.
Yeah, literally
So there's
is,
no
yeah.
lock or anything. Like, people could just take it and sell
That's
it. or
true. They
keep
could
it.
just set it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally got the fucking hello thing on it still
Oh
when
my
you first
God.
start up. He's like, oh, no, I'll take it. I'm like, are you crazy?
That's hilarious. Wow. Yeah, because it wouldn't have Find My Phone set up
Nah.
or anything. Wow, that is funny.
Fresh out the box. Dixon balls.
Yeah, I think it's a cool phone. I hear they're very durable. I would love to get one, but like I said, I'm gonna stick with my current one for a while. But here's my dilemma. Here's my dilemma though. So I phoned the
Loser.
people and they were like, "Well, you get a
Loser.
free replacement," and I was like, "Fuck!" So I could replace my phone any day now. Fuck you, by the way, dickhead. I could get.
to have an old phone. You
can't. I could get a free replacement anytime I want of this phone. But now I'm torn because I have my jailbreak and I really enjoy my jailbreak on my phone.
Why would you say that publicly?
And I don't care if people know. It's illegal. It's not.
No, it's not.
It is not illegal to jailbreak your phone.
It is.
It is not. I
It
wouldn't
is.
do it if it was.
I remember when we were on Warzone
I would not do it if it was illegal or
I miss our wars like
irreversible. Yeah, I know. I agree. We should have a new maybe Cold War.
I hear it's not great
Oh, that's tough.
from sources.
Sources unknown. Sources dispute this claim.
How's it feel to have an old iPhone? Dude, mine's older than
Feels
yours.
like ass.
Mine's older than yours.
I know your current one is old as fuck.
Not really.
But your new one will be new. So
It's like what?
now I'll
Too
be the
old.
broke boy. I'll be the old ass phone man. But I will say that I'm kind of torn because I can get this one replaced for free, but if I get it replaced, I have to send it to Apple, which means I have to undo the jailbreak. And then obviously the new phone, the jailbreak's not compatible with the new iOS yet. So I'm kind of like, do I get a phone with no cracks? I mean, this only has a couple of cracks. It's very, very small amounts of cracks. Do I get not brand new, but like a new sort of ish version of this phone where it's like no cracks, no scratches, nothing, and then nice and clean phone? Or do I just keep my jailbreak for another couple of months? I'm very, very torn, frankly. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Do you have the new iOS yet?
No, I'm gonna wait till I get the new phone to check it out.
Well, tell me what it's like, because that's my biggest thing.
You won't like it either way.
I don't have the new iOS, so I'm like, maybe if the new one is like cool enough to bring me around, then I can sacrifice.
You'll be
the
holding my phone
jailbreak.
going, this phone feels good. I want one.
If I can sacrifice the jailbreak to get the new iOS, if it's good enough, I'll live with it. But if it's not, I'm kind of like, nah, fuck that. I'll keep my jailbreak. I mean, the biggest thing that the jailbreak gives me is it means I can listen to YouTube when my phone is locked.
Get YouTube Premium then.
I know, that's what I'm like. I probably would just have to do that. That's like the only thing that I probably.
Are you watching podcasts on YouTube?
Yeah, I listen to podcasts.
Then just listen to them on Spotify like I do.
I know, but.
What do you mean? How fucking lazy are you?
Well, sometimes I listen to like long YouTube videos, and that stuff is not on.
You know
Spotify,
you can.
So.
You can do this. I'll show you. Look, this is what I do. If I have to be in a situation where I can only watch it on YouTube. Okay, for instance, this is the fucking. I'll just click around. That's
Connor's giving us some
Alright,
jailbreak
so,
tips.
So H3.
Okay.
You can't do this. You can't do it on low power mode, but you can do this.
Yeah, but what about you put it in your pocket and all that?
Easy.
Wait, what? Is yours locked now?
No.
Oh, I see. You
But
put
it doesn't open
the
my
brightness
pocket.
down.
Yeah, but I'm like, because it's still on, I have to say power, and it's not on low power because it can't be.
Yes, I see what
Because
you mean.
after a minute,
I
it
see what
shuts.
you mean. Yeah, okay.
But yeah,
Interesting.
I just do that. It's kind of, but I rarely have to do that. It's sometimes only if there's like a remix of a song I can't listen to on Spotify or something.
See,
like that.
yeah, my thing is like if I'm running as well. But yeah, look, I probably would just end up getting YouTube Premium and then putting up with it because.
Talk to me, baby.
My phone doesn't even need to be fixed, but I would prefer to have one without cracks. I mean, that would be nice.
Yeah,
to
having
have
a good
nice,
time?
clean,
Yeah.
fresh phone.
Yeah.
Especially with you walking around with your 12 Pro, I don't want to feel like a broke ass bitch.
Ah.
I'm gonna feel like my phone is shit if it's cracked and yours is nice and beautiful.
Yeah. I'll be me when
Yeah.
my iPhone arrives. What?
Connor just loves to be annoying.
What? I'm knackered. I don't even know why. It's because it's been a long week, probably.
All right. Let me tell you this next story. So, basically, I just thought this was a bit funny. We can just goof on this. So they announced that Biden won the election.
Was this the third time today?
This is a little short one. So they announced that Biden won the election, but Trump is like saying that he won, so he doesn't want to let Biden in. And basically, they're not like cooperating very much. And so Biden sent out this tweet that was really weird. He said, here's the deal. Because President Trump refuses to concede and is delaying the transition, we have to fund it ourselves and need your help. If you're able, chip in to help fund the Biden-Harris transition. So he's like, doing a GoFundMe for the government.
Surely he can afford it himself.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, why are you got to do a GoFundMe to fucking
disagree.
be president? That doesn't make any sense.
Man's a bloody rich old fucker. Like,
He had like hundreds
disagree.
of millions of dollars donated during the campaign.
That's what I mean,
Where did all
campaign,
that
yeah.
money go? Like, is that like
In his bloody pocket, that's why.
what? Yeah, I know. It was like, now that I won,
Yeah.
cha-ching, you know.
This
I don't,
is how I
so
win.
I just
This
thought that
is
was
how
funny
I
because
win.
like they're trying to go fund the fucking government, which isn't that what taxes are for? Like,
What's that Simpsons quote about the taxes? It's like, Daddy, what do taxes pay for? He's like, oh, everything. It's like roads, parks, and let's not forget the people who just don't want to work. God bless them.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't just be asking people to voluntarily pay taxes. It's just a weird thing. But anyway, so I thought that was funny. So there you go. No more politics. We'll wash our hands. of that. I just thought that was a funny little thing to bring up. My girlfriend's brother goes on leavers next week. How
Okay.
does that make you feel, Connor? To think that our leavers.
Someone asked me the other day if my
actually,
leavers
look,
video
it's the
still up.
21st. Our leavers was 4 years ago today.
And do you know why I thought that? It's because when we saw that Stutman review yesterday,
yeah.
the meme about Stutman with the not us with the
Black
Get Out
people.
review.
Yeah.
I remember you watching that review, Stutman's review on levers on the first day. So I was like, oh shit, it has been 4 years today because I remember you watching the review
It's
a
insane.
day after it came out, Stutman's review. How do I feel about it? I don't know. I do it differently, but I can't. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean,
Again, someone asked me if my Levers video was still on YouTube. I'm like, yes.
I always think that's kind of the beauty
Yes,
of
it
it
is.
is that,
Yes.
of course, we would do it
Yeah.
differently. Like, of course.
Yeah, I think
But
we've already said that. But,
you can't, and that's kind of the beauty is that it was.
Oh, yeah, I keep getting memories on my Snapchat.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if
I
there's
got
any
one
funny
ad on
ones,
YouTube
but-
though, of like your ass hanging out, and my quote was like, something like "Levers in a nutshell."
Oh well, actually, so I did actually find a photo. So this photo I wanted to show.
Of course. So this is from my this is me going through all of my archives again for all my photos, and I found this which is one of the best photos ever.
It's just so funny. This photo.
Aiden took
It
this,
is
by the way. I didn't take
hilarious.
this. This was taken on my DSLR.
This photo is absolutely
That's
hilarious.
you right there.
So that's so that's a trolley.
No.
It's a trolley we got from where like Coles or some local place, and I was drunk as fuck. I don't know if I was really asleep or if I was pretending to be
No,
asleep.
I think you were.
I think I was snoozing because
You were pretty unbearable on that trip. I remember
did
you were like
get
you were
back up
taking like
again.
3-hour phone calls, which you wouldn't take privately. You would damn. We're not on the thing, by the way.
yeah, I know. I remember it's broken. Look, it's fucking.
Oh, will it not go on? Okay.
I'll fix it later, but
Okay. I didn't know that, sorry. Yeah, Dan was like taking like 3-hour phone calls publicly. It was like, we get it. Like, oh, fucking hell. Remember that? That was after that phone call, and then you were sourced. We all went for a drive together. If you.
we didn't drive, did we?
Sorry, not a drive.
We went for a walk.
If you'll allow me,
Okay. What are you looking for?
my channel. If you bring up my channel.
Oh yeah. I'll get it up now.
Can you get my channel?
Yeah,
I
why
don't
don't you
know
just
where
tell
the
me to
laptop-
get? Why?
Because your pad is so weird. No
Um,
wonder you want a new laptop. This one sucks.
Fuck you.
Yeah, just bring up my
My
channel.
laptop is hilarious.
Because yeah, this is the video I shot, which by the way did insanely well for a video that I think is really shit. You should have just gone to the main page. You should have gone to home, yeah, because it's in my like top viewed. There you go, pop uploads right there. So it's nearly got 1,000 views, which is crazy because it's so fucking shit. Yeah, look, yeah. So if we go to here, we can see the night we all went out together.
Ah.
So it's just after it was after the burial. There you go.
Yes,
It
we
was
did
like-
burial notoriously.
it was like that.
Oh, I see. Okay, so what's this? Jesus, is that safe for work right now?
Yeah.
Good. Go.
Look at me go.
Sick.
So remember yesterday or the day before, I think I said that we so much.
We look like such rats.
Like great civilians.
I know there's been case in point.
I know there's been worse.
Yeah, I see.
Right.
Ah, there's the trolley.
got a camera.
Yeah.
Get the fact that I'm
And I just have my shirt off.
that I'm riding the skateboard
That is
backwards.
hilarious.
Oh, true. Yeah. All right. Someone push. Someone push. Someone push.
Aiden had been recording.
This is hilarious.
As Declan fades off into darkness. Hold on, Connor. Your autofocus actually fucking
It's the best
atrocious.
part.
Whoa!
Holy shit.
Did not go up.
That's
Yeah, it was
Declan.
quite
Look,
out of
Declan
focus,
fell
but I was
over.
just changing the focus as it happened.
Damn. That's me.
Look, this video has nearly got 1,000 views. It's mostly just. Oh no! You're
Incoherent.
still on the phone.
Ah, I see.
I'm safe, maybe. So I hit a curb.
See? Look at this guy. He's on a
Hit a
fucking.
curb, maybe. I think
Like, he's on
You know
levers.
what?
He's on
No,
levers. We have
come on,
one
come on.
I
time.
don't mean to
levers.
sound rude here, but get
You
over
were
it.
just. We were on
It's
levers.
4 fucking years. Get over it.
We were on
You
levers.
suck.
Lads,
This is a,
fucking trip away.
let's get moving.
Currently a main
Am I
road.
lying on the road?
Yeah.
Wow.
I always like the idea.
We're
Yeah,
on
that's
levers,
clear.
and he's on the fucking phone all the
Update,
time.
Dan was lying in the middle of the
Get
road.
over it.
A cop drove past.
That's Aiden.
It stopped. It flashed its headlights. No, it's siren lights.
Wow,
but
is he
it's
the next
headlights.
David Dobrik?
Dan got up, walked away, and the car continued. Meanwhile, Declan was sat in a stroll.
He took my camera and was like, I just want to film. I was like, okay. I was with a girl at the time. I don't know if you remember
It's
Dan,
like 1 in
but
the morning.
Yeah, and I don't tease you about
here
it.
you go. This is when you put it back. So we had to take it back because it's the last night.
Why is this black and white?
I was trying to be emotional.
They're coming.
I don't think so, Dick.
He's played hurt on his fucking.
Oh, he was, wasn't he? Jesus, Aiden, the camera work on this is
So
horrendous.
the time for everything, Declan. The time is now.
Be the brave one.
You know what they say, Declan?
What is going on?
What's sweet, man?
And he's fucking.
I'm too confused right now.
Declan, look, if you want to hang around if you want to, I can push you around the car park for like an hour.
What? Oh, and then I pushed him around the car park. We'll not get copyrighted for that.
There you go, folks. That was
Lovely.
levers.
Oh, and then you did the ending.
Yeah.
I'll turn the volume down.
Declan after his call, kept his word and pushed Declan for an hour.
I did.
The trolley was then returned to his rightful home. It is there to this day.
Well, I hope it's there to this day.
Yeah, that's levers, folks.
Yeah, but my boy is going there, my Cass little brother, and I wonder if it's even possible for him to have as wacky a time as we had. I mean, I think that he won't be drink. Well, he doesn't drink as of now, but we don't know. Maybe that'll change. Maybe he'll discover love for it on this trip. We don't know. But whatever happens, we wish him luck. We hope he enjoys himself.
I doubt it. I spoke to the whole group about your thing.
I think they'll enjoy themselves. They'll just enjoy themselves in a different way than we did.
Yeah.
I think we had a very specific fun time at that levers. But yeah, it's a good time. And you know what? I'm just glad he gets to go. I'm glad that a lot of the kids get to go. Yeah, it's interesting. It'll be interesting. And we'll see how it is. But yeah, ours was wild. And hey, let's hope we can do more wild shit.
Having a
like
good
that.
time?
Remember when they gave out all those all those Johnnies?
Oh yeah, the
still got-
zone.
I still got
What's they
them.
call that? The zone?
Yeah, I still got all those.
Dusty.
Nah,
Dusty Johnnies.
they're just like we both said they fucking suck, remember?
Yeah, they were bad.
They were
like,
terrible.
thick and
They
like
were terrible.
clearly the cheapest condoms they could buy.
Yeah, they all came with like little. Maybe they all came like little.
They came with
packets
a
of
little
lube.
bit of lube. That was nice. That was
It's like-
considerate.
it's
of
like,
them.
thanks, guys. No, but at least they're giving out at least they're trying to promote safe sex.
Yeah. No, I think.
It just kind of sucked that they were like the worst.
I think what was
Johnnies
nice
ever.
was that they obviously knew people were drunk and probably gonna go fuck, and I think they handled it
and
pretty
we
well.
did.
Did we? Did we fuck each other? What are you?
It's like into the mess.
But it was a good
So
time.
many people lost their virginity on levers. I can name like fucking 10.
Yeah, it happens. But that's what I mean. They knew it was gonna
having a
happen,
good time?
and I think they dealt with it pretty well. They hand out Johnny's fucking happy fucking. Holy shit! I'm gonna come. That's what they say.
Yes. 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 Yeah. What are you looking at that for?
Sometimes I just want to see what you would do if
If what?
if you just could just
What?
be your annoying self. Like, what? How far would you take it?
What do you mean?
know?
What do you mean?
How many buns would you inappropriately press?
I don't get what you mean. What do you mean? I'm the buttons guy.
You just made.
I'm the buttons guy. Oh, like how many buns
How
would I
many
make?
noises would you make? Just when would it end? You know, I get you do it to riff off of me, but sometimes I just want to see it.
I
in
mostly
its
do it to
purest
annoy
form.
you. What do you mean? How could it be in its purest form? This is its purest form, surely. How could it get purer than this?
You on your own doing it. That's what's pure.
I don't get what you mean. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't get what you mean.
Sometimes I just want to see you do it when you're not trying to interrupt me. That's just what I like. So you're gonna go see Rams this afternoon.
I don't know. I think I am. Yeah.
Ram it up your ass.
I've had enough ramen for the last few.
So I actually saw Rams. This is a movie with Sam
Yes.
Neill and what's the other guy's name? Last Cab to Darwin.
Michael Keaton.
Yes, that's right.
Not to be mistaken by Michael
Yeah,
Keaton.
our own Australian Michael Keaton. He's literally the discount.
He's like the guy
Michael
who's in
Keaton.
every Australian movie.
Yeah, he is. He's like the less successful Australian Michael Keaton.
Yeah, legit.
But anyway, so it's a decent movie. I watched it. It's pretty good. But it literally is. The story is basically just all the Rams get COVID. Like
Literally
they
COVID.
don't call it COVID, but it's like a virus. It's like they call it something like sheep virus or some shit. And it's like it's literally just they get COVID, and then other stuff happens. I won't spoil what happens. But I was watching it. I was like, did they know? Like this was obviously filmed years ago, or maybe not years ago, but you know, films are shot quite a while before they come out. So I was just surprised how topical it was.
Oh, Rams.
It's decent.
Australian movies suck.
It's set in like not Margaret River, but like around.
It's shot in
like,
Perth.
It's set in WA. Yeah. It's
No way.
Yeah, it's set down in the
Okay, that's cool.
there's in the Goldfields. I want to say it's somewhere around there. It's like it's where they do a lot of the sheep shit in Australia.
Margaret River.
I don't know where. I've actually been to where they do it, but yeah,
That's cool.
It's cool that it's set there. I mean, look, WA is beautiful. They get some beautiful landscapes. There's some funny moments. Like it's a little bit boring, but it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's terrible.
How's Sam Neill, the Navy SEAL?
He's good. He's good. It's just it's a movie for it's kind of a movie for granddads.
It's for like boomers.
A little, yeah.
It's a boomer movie.
It is a bit. They do drink Swan in it.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. The girl who's
That's
the girl
hilarious.
who's like Sam Neill's kind of I don't know love interests. I get
Oh,
kind
they
of.
fucking. They're fucking.
She literally comes over and she's like, I thought this would cheer you up, and she just puts a 6-pack of Swan on the fence, and it's like, huh, look at that. WA
Yeah, I
represent.
drank a few swans last night.
More than a few, it sounds like.
No, I didn't actually drink that much. I had 2 swans, 2 bottles of Swan, 1 beer from Swinging Pig, 2 pints of Guinness, and a Jameson.
Wow, look at you. Big spender.
I think it's because I've been drinking since Wednesday.
You're on a fucking 5-day bender.
Yeah, I think maybe that's why I'm feeling it. I think I've had a huge week. I've been drinking since Wednesday. I didn't really sleep much last night. I think that's all kind
Yeah,
of.
where did you go last night? Oh, sorry,
Swinging
not
Pig
last
and
night.
Moe's.
On Thursday. Where were you?
I went to.
This man, I see, he's always telling me, oh, my designated drinking
Yes,
days.
that's true.
And then I get Snapchats all Thursday night.
Yes,
Oh, I'm getting fucked up.
that's not true. I never said that. But no, yeah, that's true. But I've also said that if the occasional time comes up where I'm actually going out somewhere and I actually get invited out on one of my days, which I don't drink, I will do it. But that hasn't happened in months.
No, but
Well,
what happened? I'm just
month and a
curious.
half, I'd say.
One of your multiple women hit you up and
No. Well,
That's for a weekday
Megan's
chat.
a friend of mine, so
oh, you went out with Megan. That's
me
right.
and Megan aren't anything. We're just good friends.
That's nice. That's nice that you guys went out. Okay.
And if you really want to know, her parents split up, and her dad's having a bit of a hard time. So he's always really liked me and Doyle. So she was like,
what,
"Can
he
you
was
come to
there?
the pub and cheer him up?"
Wow.
So I went to
kinda
go.
Nice.
So I went to go and we surprised him. He didn't know we were coming.
Oh, that's sweet. I like
Yeah,
that.
so this man rips into me. Yeah, I was doing something kind. But to be fair, like, I had like 6 pints, and I felt really like I was going home in the Uber, and I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, Jesus.
I was texting Dylan a lot, just chatting
6
mad
pints
shit.
is quite a lot for just a one night, you know.
Yeah, I was drinking Guinness and Swan and
All sorts of.
Well, yeah, I don't normally
concoctions.
drink on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, but occasionally if something comes up, I'll do it. But it hasn't happened for weeks.
I get that. It's nothing wrong with that. I don't see a problem.
It's like more what it is it's just not randomly just having a beer here and there at home. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't either, and I think that's for the best. It's a better habit to get
Well,
into.
he drank on the 50% podcast. I didn't.
I drank wine, folks.
I swear on my life, I had alcohol-free beer. Because my mum is having that now. Because she's doing the same as me. She's kind of doing the same as me.
I
drinking,
respect
only
it.
doing
I
it on
respect
weekends.
it. How do you enjoy it?
It's actually really nice. It's kind of like, I almost could compare it to like a fucking beverage I'd have at work or something.
It's
kinda
we
sweet.
tried them on the show. I think they're fine.
Yeah.
I have nothing against them.
I might have a Swan when I go home, to be honest. Because I might watch Lazarus Experiment and have a Swan.
Yeah. When am I on the show next? 2 weeks from now, or-
Yeah, that sounds too quickly, but probably.
Okay, interesting.
We're gonna. I think Dylan's doing. I don't know what Dylan's doing actually. Fuck. I have to sort it out because I think he changed it to like do an episode like coming up soon. But then like we're going for 2 a week now, so we're shooting Monday and Tuesday. So we're doing Dark State Manhattan and Evolution of Daleks on Monday, and we're doing Lazarus Experiment on Tuesday. I haven't watched Lazarus Experiment yet, and then it's 42. So if that's correct, well, you'll be on next Monday. Not this month. Sorry, this month, not this Monday. Coming up next Monday. But that seems too quickly. But whatever, I don't care. And then we got Xavier coming back on for Blink, who I've become actually quite
has he
friends
been
with
on
now.
already?
He did Girl on the Fireplace.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's the first time I met him. No, I met him. I kind of met him briefly at Aiden's 21st. But when he came on the show, we just chat now on like Instagram. It's really fun.
Oh, cool.
The best thing to come out of doing all this stuff is meeting people like him and Dylan and stuff and other people on Twitter.
Absolutely, yeah.
Who are actually just really nice down to earth people. I guarantee you though, if I told like my mom like I've got like a friend in the UK I talk to, she'd be like, "Who is this man you've never met?" I'm like, "He's like my age," and we just chat about TV and stuff. But the best thing to come out of doing all this YouTube stuff is that you get to talk to really cool people like that and meet people and follow people on Twitter who watch your stuff and you watch theirs. And
Sure.
I think that's the best thing to come out of it. And I'm really thankful for all of them. So, but yeah, come on for 42 if you want to, because that's the worst episode in this season by far.
Yes, I would agree with that.
By far. And you do the worst episode of the season, notoriously.
Notoriously, I do.
So it's Chib's first episode.
Way!
For some reason, they hired him to be the showrunner when he wrote the worst episodes of Doctor Who, pretty much.
Chibi.
He did such terrible episodes.
Tell me about Mandalorian.
Yeah. It's actually really fucking good at the moment. I watched it last night to calm my nerves down.
What are they on? They're like halfway through the season now.
Yes, episode 4 was last night. There's 8. It's really weird. They're like hell short seasons and the episodes are fucking short.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
30 minutes. They're like slightly longer than a half-hour sitcom, but slightly shorter than like a 40
The first episode was longer,
Okay.
which really suited the show. But yeah, it's so short. But,
Interesting.
yeah, it's again like I think it's good. I'm really enjoying it, but like, I wouldn't say it's amazing, but I think it's fun. It just kind of annoys me because like you can really tell that Disney are like using the whole Baby Yoda meme because of how big it was last time to
They're
try and
milking
like,
it a bit, yeah.
But what's really interesting is like how much this season has not been talked about a lot. I don't know if you remember, but last
Do you mean on
like Twitter.
Yeah, okay.
Last season, my whole timeline was about Mandalorian. You barely see anyone talk about it anymore, and it's rarely trending.
I see a couple of memes here and there, but yeah.
It's very trending. Like, cause I watch Grace Randolph each week review it, and she's really interesting to watch for like the kind of like behind the scenes stuff. She's got like a lot of sources in Hollywood and stuff, so she gets to like hear all like the
cool.
behind the scenes gossip and
sick.
stuff. She's quite a controversial person because a lot of people don't like her. I like her. I think she's really cool. But you know, but what I like about her is like she likes to talk about ratings and marketing and stuff that trends. That's the kind of
Yeah,
stuff I'm
okay.
interested in. And the thing that she's been saying the whole time for this season, which is true, apart from episode 1, it's not even episode 1 really. It's really not been trending much at all.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Well, do you know the whole? There's an actress in it who's like anti-mask,
oh, really?
and she
COVID denier.
yes. So she was in an episode this week. Well, she'd been in season 1.
Doesn't the main character of the show wear a mask everywhere he goes?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he's only taken off once,
which
which is weird because he just sat in the shit with Baby Yoda.
Mr. Lorian.
It's like, sure, you can take it off. No one's there. He sits in the shit with his helmet on.
Yeah, it was. So he sleeps with it on. And
But to be fair, you're not supposed to ever take it off. Like, they actually, for once,
it's a religion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Like, they actually finally kind of like debunked how he like drinks and eats because like he has like a cup and he does this. He's like, so you see, what's it, Pedro Pascal's mouth.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just his voice, which of course he will have to go and do recording for.
That is so bizarre.
So he must spend half the time on set, half the time in a booth,
Weird.
watching himself.
Very weird.
I saw a lot of people going like, is it actually him behind the suit? And I was like, I reckon it is.
Probably.
But knowing Disney and how much of a fucking cheap twats they are.
Probably him for like half of it. Because anything that's even remotely action heavy, they'd be like, all right, stunt double, get in there.
They wouldn't even have to look like him. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And all the hand shots would probably be someone else.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I mean, you wonder if it's mostly his voice, would they just get a cheaper body actor
Probably.
and then call him in to do the voiceover?
Because it's not even like Batman where like you can see his like mouth.
Yeah.
He's taken his mask off once.
That is weird.
And it's the second time you've seen like anything from.
Could you see that it was Pedro?
Yeah, they took the whole mask off.
Yeah, okay. So so he definitely had to be on set at least once.
Well, yeah, exactly. It was a droid that Taika Waititi voiced. And he's like, because he got really wounded. He's like, I need you to take off your mask. He's like, I've never taken my mask. He's like, but I am not a human. I am a droid.
Yeah, I wonder if they have contracts in Hollywood where it's like you're not allowed to. Because could you imagine if his voice was used for like a fat Mandalorian? Like what I'm saying is
Excuse me?
So, let me explain. I wonder if they have contracts in Hollywood where it's like my voice cannot be used to be attributed to someone who is not similar to my body size.
I see.
Because Hollywood's so much about image, he would want the voice that his character is portraying to look like him. So maybe there's a thing in his contract where it's like,
That's the
no,
thing.
I have to be the one in the suit so that at least it kind of looks like me.
Again, unless you're really into like us, like you like to know who actors are and their film work and what they're doing.
Yeah.
Unless you're into that kind of thing, no one's gonna know. Like they would see a picture of, again, am I saying right? Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. They see a picture of him and they're like, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
They're like, "It's the Mandalorian." It's like, "Is it?" Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He took his mask off once. Like no one's gonna know. For like a casting director, even.
It's fun.
Like, from the Mandalorian, the normal audience would be like, well, who did he play? It's like the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
oh,
he is the Mandalorian.
did he? Like, you know what I mean?
didn't know. Yeah.
It really, because I know a lot about Star Wars.
Well, it's like when they would
it really
interview
just
Nancy Cartwright for.
Yes, exactly.
We have the voice of Bart, and they're like, wait, who did she play?
But she's
Bart.
a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really, but it really, there was a character from Clone Wars or Rebels, I don't know, one of those. I've seen her in a few things, not much, because I haven't really watched much. I watched the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars. I think she was in the last episodes of Clone Wars. I might be wrong, don't butcher me. It was her first live action appearance, and Ahsoka's showing up next week.
Ah.
So that's the first live
So who's
action.
live
appearance of her.
action Ahsoka? I don't
It's
know
the
how to say
actress who's, I forget her name, but she was in all the Marvel. She was in top 6.
it. What? Ray William Johnson's.
No, right? No.
Kelly Landry. Who?
No, fucking that Chris Rock movie. What's it called?
Oh, top 5. Yeah.
Top
yeah,
5.
yeah.
It was. She's in Daredevil.
Oh,
and
Rosario Dawson.
I think she's playing her,
Oh, she's a
which
good
is
actress.
pretty great casting.
She is cool. She's cool.
I can kind of see. I might be completely wrong again. I really haven't paid much attention, but I feel like if you're just a regular viewer of like a Star Wars show, you're gonna be like, who the fuck is this? Who is that?
Yeah.
What is this? You wouldn't know.
It's a real show for nerds, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're a fan of like the OT
Extended
and all
universe.
of the Clone Wars and stuff, you're gonna get it and enjoy it. But if you're like a regular, I could just see my dad sitting down being like, "Well, what does that mean?" Like,
Well, who's that?
people wouldn't get it. A lot of stuff. Like they're like, "Who's Ahsoka?"
Yeah.
I've never heard. Is that Darth
Why
Vader?
is she so important?
Dude, my parents went to go see the or like the new trilogy, the what's it called, the sequel trilogy.
yes, the sequels.
And they were like, "Where was Darth Vader?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Where was he?
He died.
They're so like audience aren't smart.
Yeah.
Like they're not
No,
gonna get it unless you. I think with the writing and also the limited time they've got, I'd be a bit careful. But it's a fun TV show, and I hate to say it because it's literally Disney wanted me to say this, but Baby Yoda is so fucking cute.
Yeah, Baby Yoda's a G.
There was a little scene this week where he was like, the ship was like kind of like destroyed, and he's like in this little hole putting like wires back together, and man, it's like that one goes there, and he's like, and he's like putting them in, and like, oh, it's
That's pretty cute.
He was so cute, but I hate it because it's such a ploy. Disney are like, yeah, you like him. Why don't you tweet about him?
Trying to shake you down for your money.
You can just
They want you to buy those Baby Yoda pop vinyls.
literally
everything.
you can just see every shot of Baby Yoda is just trying to be is there to be made into a gift.
Money.
To made into a gift to be tweeted, so people go,
Oh my god, so cute. Yeah.
yeah.
100%.
And it worked because even I've spoken to like many people who
Oh, that would be such a
Don't
great
know-
toy for my nephew.
they don't know Star Wars at all or watch Mandalorian or have seen it in the movies, but they'll know who Baby Yoda is.
Yeah. The
I've met
meme
many
has
people.
transcended the even universe. Like it's.
Oh, you mean the little green guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
him. He's in it.
They didn't even know. They couldn't even point out to you who's adult Yoda.
Literally,
They just know Baby Yoda.
Trying to explain if people don't watch Star Wars that it's not Yoda is not a species. It's
Yeah.
pretty hard.
So it's Yoda's son.
No.
yeah. So it's like all the other Yodas, but he's just a baby version of.
Sort
So
of.
wait, is that Yoda when he was a baby?
That's the thing. Like the whole of this season is getting the child. I should call him. To be fair, you don't even know if it's a boy or girl yet. So I keep saying him, but the whole of this season is getting the child back to the Jedi,
Yeah.
which is where Ahsoka comes into it, I believe.
Ah, I see.
So there's Moff Gideon, good old Gus Fring himself.
Yeah. So where's Baby Yoda during the sequels then?
That's the thing. No one knows.
I see.
Aiden made a really good point. We
What
were
if Baby
talking
Yoda
about it
turns into
yesterday.
Palpatine?
Aiden made a really good point. He said if the Clone Wars can make the prequels better, maybe Mandalorian can make the sequel trilogy better. Oh, that's a really good way of looking at it. Because it kind of, I think yesterday's episode kind of ties into the whole Snoke thing. Might be wrong, but people are saying there's something that happened in yesterday's episode that kind of ties in. It might tie into Snoke, who fucking sucked, by the way. So
I think you might have better luck buying a lottery ticket.
my point is, you should watch it,
I would like to. I really would.
and I'll watch Ted Lasso.
Deal.
Yeah, deal.
No, we actually are looking for a new show, so maybe I'll say to Kath, look, you want something cute?
The
let's
Slam
watch that
DeLorean.
fucking Baby Yoda shit.
It's easy to watch. It's like 30-minute episodes.
Yeah, I know. We kind of need something like that.
You don't really have to pay much attention. It's not
Yeah.
really a huge story to follow.
We watched the episode of
very
Curb Your
episodic.
Enthusiasm today where he goes, pretty
Pretty good. Yeah.
good.
That happens quite a lot.
So yeah, no, we were enjoying that, but yeah, I think we need something else as well to fill it in. So that'll be good.
It's fun. It's fun to watch.
All right, let's wrap this shit up. I've got my 30th party to go to. I was going to talk about it, but I kind of already mentioned it. My cousin turning 30, a couple of park games, and then booze at the house.
I'm ready to
How about you,
ram
my
it.
friend? Ramming it?
Rams. We're going to get some dinner.
I love it.
Going to ram it.
Beautiful.
A few pints of Guinness.
Hey, Grenadine.
And I don't know what's happening afterwards, but if you fancy ditching your fucking family to come hang out with me and Mitchell, feel free.
I'll see how early it finishes because the thing is, I don't know how many people are going to be there. If there's I think I said this stupid. If there's a lot of people there who I don't know, I might come back early. But if it's just my family, I'll probably stay a bit later. So I'll play by ear.
I don't
let
think
you know.
today's going to be a huge one. So
Yeah, we'll see how we go. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know I don't know if the party's going to be huge or not either. So we'll have to find out.
yeah, I'll play it by ear. I don't think it'll be a big one. what I don't want to be doing is fucking third Hillington height. So
Oh,
that's all I'll say.
Boy.
That's all I'll say.
Thank you, folks, for watching.
Thanks, Dan.
We'll see you next episode. I thought we were both going to miss it.
That's what I was trying to do. We tried to miss it, but happened to get each other.
Thanks, folks. We'll see you next time.
Bro. See you guys.
I disagree.
This is how I would.